What is going on YouTube? Hitting back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to US dollar. We're also going to be looking at the current coin market cap, as well as some very interesting things happening within the market right now. We have a ton, and I am stressing a ton of information to be shared in today's episode. So if you were wise, you should consider watching the video to the end, because all the information said in today's video specifically is extremely important to making money, selling off, buying, and what is happening within the market right now. As we know, just a quick sneak peek, the markets right now are plummeting downwards, absolutely plummeting downwards in what was thought to be a bull market. We're starting to see coins down double digits practically all over the cryptocurrency market, and it is definitely something that needs to be said. We've been waiting for this moment for days now, watching the market. We knew that when the market was going to hit, it was going to hit extremely strong and extremely aggressive. We were just trying to figure out whether or not it was going to be a bullish break or a bearish break. Yesterday, we pretty much confirmed the movement to a bear side, and we were anticipating that move to eventually take into effect, and it seems like today is the day. So in this episode, we're going to be discussing whether or not this is the bottom of the market, whether we're going to start to be heading back up. Should we now stop our short positions in anticipation for the bull market to now take an effect? Have we retreated enough within the market? Are we starting to now see a confirmation of a swing back to the upside? That is what we're going to be discussing in today's episode. Obviously, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, smash that subscribe button, hit the like this way, hit the like button also to help support the channel as well as the YouTube algorithm. It also appreciates me. Yeah, I feel very appreciated if you guys definitely smash that. It shows me guys that you have interest in the market and interest in these videos and the channel. Otherwise, if you are new, like I said, definitely make sure to check out my Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So where do we begin? We have a ton of information to develop, understand, and unfold. Just to start off right now, huge shout out to everybody that is supporting the channel right now. We're at 13.9K. We're actually a little bit higher, and we should actually be hitting 14,000 hopefully by today or tomorrow, which is absolutely amazing. You guys are killing it with this organic growth, and I'm actually absolutely loving it. So just to jump into yesterday's video to discuss this, and then we will recap on this and then jump into the technical analysis. As you guys can see, yesterday's video, you guys absolutely killed it. And in yesterday's video, we were discussing the urgent reason why Bitcoin, XRP, and some of the other cryptocurrencies are in trouble. And we were honestly going to be anticipating a correction back down to support. As you guys can see, the clear thumbnail showing that we're falling, we're starting to correct back down. This is a great opportunity to short the market with this entry level point to sell off or, take your profits right now. This was the region to happen. And as you guys can tell in the next couple of moments, I'll actually flash to Ethereum. That is exactly where we are falling down to. So that was clearly referenced in yesterday's video. Definitely a lot of support on yesterday's video as well. Huge shout out to you guys. And I just really quickly want to jump into the technical analysis on the current market cap. And then I want to share with you guys some very great information and new information for those of you that know that I have a Patreon. For those of you that are on the edge of whether or not you guys would sign up and benefit from this, I want to share with you guys some information that was posted exclusively for specific people on Patreon and whether or not you guys should consider investing into it. So just to scroll down, you can see top 10 cryptocurrencies. Pretty much everything is down. We're looking at the top 11 right now. Bitcoin just seems to be the only one not really being affected as much by the move. Definitely is affected though, just not to the same extent. With Bitcoin only down 5%, the other cryptocurrencies are where it's really getting hit strong, with Ethereum down 11, XRP down 10, Bitcoin Cash 12, Bitcoin SV 16, Litecoin 13. Is this the bottom? That's what we're going to be discussing in today's video. Now, just for some quick information, for those of you that know that I have a Patreon or don't know that I have a Patreon, this is linked in the description down below. This is where I basically give my information on the specific trades that I am making. And if this information is of value to you, I definitely recommend checking it out. We have a ton of support, and I want to give a huge shout out for everybody that has been signing up already. I think just in a week, we've had over a dozen people sign up to the Patreon and are giving us tons of great feedback. So I really do appreciate this, but I wanted to share with you guys a quick snippet of some of the information that is shared on my Patreon. So as you guys can see here, this was February 23rd. when we were actually very bullish on the market. You can see within this chart, this is back when we were actually up at a price level 99.21. This is actually back when we were actually very bullish in the market. You can see we're actually breaking and almost retesting the $10,000 resistance that we have up here. But as you can see, the information that was shared was in anticipation of a bear market correction that was coming. You can see the circled zone of, a point that we were anticipating the market to fall down to based off of previous resistances and rejection of the previous resistance up here. There was a very high chance that we were going to correct all the way down to the $9,000 to the $8,800 zone. This was shared with you guys that had the Bitcoin tier and the upper tiers as well. So you can see the information that we said was that this was considered the Goldilocks zone. Not too much volume, not enough bulls were actually in the market, just the right amount of bears. Today's move was a momentous one, but I can tell you that what I'm looking for is a short in the market. We were planning and had planned to short this market. We were anticipating the dip and the dip downwards, and that is exactly what has been happening right now. You can see, believe it or not, after the move of almost $300 up, a lot of people actually believe that we were bullish, but the bull volume hasn't really stepped in, and it's been looking more to a short squeeze before heading lower, and this is against the trend. So what we were anticipating was a correction back downwards, an entry of 99, shorting it all the way down to the $8,800 zone. This was a risk with a leverage trade of 10 times, but that is exactly what happened. We had a 10,450 cap because, as I explained in yesterday's video and prior ones, if we broke around the $10,500 resistance that was happening on Bitcoin, which is right around here, this was pretty much a guaranteed bull market that we would swing all the way up to 11 something. But with the previous resistance and confusion that we were seeing in the market and the uncertainty, it was hit or miss as to whether or not we should be shorting it or expecting a bull run. So that is what is shared. Things like this are what is shared on my Patreon. If this is of interest to you and you want to know some more specific information on my trades, definitely make sure to check that out in the description down below. Specifically, you can see within the technical analysis, Bitcoin is correcting downwards. We were anticipating that if we broke the $9,500 support on Bitcoin, it was going to be a steep drop all the way down to $8,800, if not down to $8,500. And that is exactly what is happening. With that confirmation, as we explained in yesterday's video, we're now expecting to see that dip. That is exactly what happened. We shorted this and made quite a bit of profit. Honestly, if you took advantage and you actually completed and went through with this trade, now would be the time to take out profits. As you guys know, I am a very conservative trader. I like to make my profits and leave because there are always other opportunities to take advantage of. So with the dip, we saw let's just grab the price range right here. We saw about a 12% dip on the market. This is when we take profit. This is when we lock in our profits and run. There is a chance we could head a little bit lower down to 84. There's still that massive chance we could fall all the way down to 79.70. But with the current market right now, we'll readjust our positionings, we'll readjust our trades, we'll take profit off right here, readjust our stop losses, and consider the fact that we could be either heading back upwards after this correction or falling down lower on Bitcoin. Now, I do want to stress some of the other cryptocurrencies, as XRP was. You can see we did have what appeared to be some sort of ascending triangle. We were once again anticipating two options of availability. We discussed this in yesterday's video. This is what we were figuring out. If we broke through a resistance of 28 cents, very high chance we would explode up to 30 cents, maybe up to 33 cents. We also anticipated if we broke this resistance right here, this support, this white uptrend, there was a good chance we would be breaking downwards, falling down to our high-low MMA at 24 cents. And it seems like with this FUD that is happening right now in the market, it is actually pushing us all the way back down to what is quite surprisingly our previous resistance on the market. You can see right here with this downtrend, we had very much attempts to break bullish through here. We didn't. We actually corrected lower. Seems like we're now going to trade on top of this. We could actually start to extend lower. We were rejected from our high-low MMA, and now it seems like we're falling back downwards. There is still that opportunity that we could correct upwards, and I'll be explaining this more in depth in my Patreon. But for right now, you guys can see that we are dipping back downwards to our previous support. So I do think that the bottom is in for the most part on these cryptocurrencies, specifically XRP and Bitcoin. I want to now focus on Ethereum. I think this is one of the dead giveaways that we were watching, and this is why I stress when you guys do your technical analysis and you watch my trades, don't just rely heavily on one crypto. I know a lot of you guys are actually specifically enveloped into XRP, and as much as I recommend doing so, and I think it's a great coin, you have to also look at the other cryptocurrencies because they could be giving signs of movements that you might not see or that might be coded or hidden within the other cryptos like XRP. With XRP, we would have assumed that after breaking this resistance or the support, we would fall down to here. That's not what happened. We actually fell lower down to the support. Why and how could we have referenced that? Well, if we looked at Ethereum, we would see that Ethereum was trading within its channel, and it appeared that it probably wanted to head back down to its support, back down to this uptrend right here. That is exactly what happened. And if we use the Ethereum charts to pretty much gauge where the rest of the market is going, it looks to me like this may be the bottom for the coin. We may have seen enough movement lower. We may have the rest of the data actually head back down to around 215 from its current price of 221, and then we may see the consolidation like this. Then we may consolidate back upwards and extend back inside of this outwards funnel that is forming on Ethereum. Lastly, to wrap up today's video, we're looking at Litecoin, another crypto that has broken extremely bearish. All of these seem to be following Ethereum's pattern, and we do have the support here to gauge. There's a good chance Litecoin is pretty much bottoming out after it now has reattached and redeveloped a support back at 61, the high-low MMA. We discussed in yesterday's video as well that we would be intertwined within the bottom support as well as this top support right here, 61 to 57, somewhere intertwined within that high-low MMA, and that is exactly what's happening. We're now inside of this, and I do believe this is a support, and we're probably at the bottom right now. So is the bottom in? I think so. I will be sharing more information specifically on my Patreon for those that want to develop and invest into the market. I also want to give a huge shout out to everybody signing up for DueDEX and using this to short the market right now. Huge opportunities to be held. One of the better exchanges. You can find this in the description down below. It does help support the channel, and it is one of the best exchanges I found that actually allows you to short the market. Otherwise, guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash that thumbs up button to help me, grow and beat the YouTube algorithm. And I will definitely update you guys. Also, check out my Twitter at CryptoVOfficial for more updates. Otherwise, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.